the Sports Show. Happy holidays, everybody. Mike Max, Patrick Royce, Lou Nanny, and Sid Hartman. Sydney, the Vikings didn't win a road game this year, and today it was just kind of a meltdown of epic proportions.
I wrote tomorrow, I said Bob Hagan, Tom West, when they put out the postseason book they put out, they'll have a lot of negative records in that book. This is unbelievable. They don't win a road game. They got the 5th worst record in the history of the franchise. They're 31st in defense. All of a sudden, all these geniuses we got here, they've been writing columns all week because Castle is this definite answer. He's the greatest thing that ever lived. And Ponder will probably start next Sunday.
Well, you told us that last week, though.
I told you that last week, and I think that's going to happen. But all these guys, the defense stinks. That's the first thing wrong with them.
I'll tell you what's sad about it, Patrick, is if you'd have just gotten...
But Cincinnati's a pretty good team.
Not bad, but
they're unbeaten at home. They have scored more than 20 points 4 or 5 times. They got a great quarterback.
But if you'd have just gotten to 9-7, you win the division. It wasn't even a difficult division.
No, oh my goodness. Well, yeah, the Bears last we checked were losing 17-0, 21-0, or something like that. So the Packers lose today, and they're still in it. Louis' Lions are finally dead after kicking it away. But yeah, that was. Those of us who've been trying to make a case that maybe Les Frazier should stay, that wasn't a real good endorsement for him, that effort today. And you know, Sid's right, their defense is terrible.
Terrible, Louis.
Well, in the offense, they got the Castle quite a bit. As much as you want Ponder to be the quarterback, you keep hoping. I don't think he's going to be the quarterback like you do next year. If it's not Castle, they're going to have to draft somebody and try somebody, because they're behind. When you look at the other quarterbacks, you look at the way Dalton played today, they just picked them apart. And Cincinnati's, you know, he's not the best team in the league, but they got a good quarterback that really can put points in.
You look at their history in Cincinnati, though. Oh,
terrible.
Yeah. They've had some awful losses in Cincinnati.
They don't play their offense, but they don't play well when they play there. I think they've only won once, right?
Yeah, they've been terrible. I remember Bud one year. I think he was unbeaten, or he had a hell of a team and went down there and got whopped.
Yep.
And that, you know, kind of set the stage. They've been terrible in Cincinnati. Yeah. Either stadium, new one or old one, they were no good.
On the defensive side of the ball, though, you almost got to rebuild the defensive line, it looks like, because they don't get to the quarterback often.
Here's the thing, they could lose 2-3 guys in that defensive line. The offensive line's no bargain either. How about Peterson? He gets 4 yards on the first 2 carries. He winds up with 45 yards and 11 carries. I don't think he's healthy. I think he just wants to play. But that offensive line is no bargain either.
They've been, you know, but they got 48 points last week. So, I mean, they've been a little better the second half of the schedule, I think. The offense is, you know, wasn't good today.
Been less of a problem than the defense.
Yes, it has. But you look at the defense. Harrison Smith's a starter.
Yep.
Xavier Rhodes is a starter.
Yep.
Chad Greenway's a starter, and Brian Robinson's a starter.
Yep.
Who else is a starter that's coming back next year? That's coming back next year. Who else is a starter?
All bets are off.
That's it.
Who else is a real starter?
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, Greenway might not come back. He's got a contract next year for $6 million, not guaranteed.
I'd hate to put together that collection of linebackers without him. He isn't the greatest, but God almighty, the other guys don't belong in the XFL.
They need linebacking badly.
That Cole found out today he couldn't play.
Well, yeah, there's a reason you spend the whole year on the practice squad or whatever it is. So.
Yeah, but where do you start, Louis? If you're a general manager, you look at the Vikings right now, and you go, okay, draft free agency, we got to release some people. Where would you start?
Well, I picked the best player that's available on defense when it's coming up.
But I mean, would you say we're going to prioritize defense or offense, because you might not be able to get both done in the offseason?
Well, I would still, if there's a great quarterback there, I pick the quarterback. I start with the quarterback.
They won't do that.
I would.
Here's the deal.
Where I would.
Absolutely
They might not, but I would.
But
I'll take all bets on that.
Well, we'll see.
They will take the best defensive player. They got to find a pass rusher that can really go in there and do a job for them. They got nobody right now.
Let me tell you this. There's no pass rusher in football as good as Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady,
no.
or Peyton Manning. I don't care what you say. There's none. You start with the quarterback.
Patrick, you're going to say?
Yeah, I agree with Louie, but it'd have to be somebody I really liked. Otherwise, if I'm
You just
picking,
waste
if
your
I'm,
pick, yeah.
if I'm picking, they'll beat Detroit next week. By the way, that's
Probably.
a given.
Yeah.
Last game in
Yeah.
the Dome, they'll beat Detroit, so they'll end up drafting 7th or 8th. If there's a guy I'm going to draft 8th who I might be able to get a guy in the 2nd round just as good, then I'll take a defender.
I hear you. Take a break, come back. Sports Show. Stay with us.
The Sports Show is brought to you in part by Canterbury Park 24/7 Card Club. Don't forget the Card Club at Canterbury Park. Cambria, makers of quality quartz surfaces. Ticket King. For the best price on tickets anywhere, try Ticket King. Soundpoint Audiology. Life is worth hearing. And Cuisine Concepts. Franklin Street Bakery at 11th and Franklin in South Minneapolis, just down from Mall of America Field. And Taste of the NFL. Proud to be the premier Super Bowl party with a purpose to support hunger relief locally and nationally.
Quality. It's the result of shared values. The joy found in an honest day's work. Respect for true American craftsmanship and the need, not the want, to get things right. It's the result of remembering your roots, being forever humbled by how far you've traveled and forever hungry to push on further. Quality is a result. Quality is who we are. Cambria. Family owned, American made.
Hi, at Dale Festi Automotive, we know you don't want to trust your car to just anybody. That's why we only hire ASE certified technicians to get the job right the first time. This commitment to excellence has led to being selected AAA Top Shop 12 years running. If you want your car fixed right the first time, bring it to Dale Festi Automotive in Hopkins. On the corner of 18th and Main Street and on the web at dalefestiautomotive.com. Mention that you saw this ad and get 15% off labor and installation.
Just in at Dock 86, Total Comfort Mattresses. This $2,000 plush latex queen mattress with pocket coils, just $786. Exclusively at Dock 86, a good deal more. Now open in Rogers and Little Canada. Now at Dock 86, just in time for holiday gift giving. Truckloads of unique accents and accessories, all at 30 to 70% off department store prices. Only at Dock 86, a good deal more. Now open in Rogers.
Chevy year-end events, great time to buy an all-new Silverado.
This interior is incredible.
And that nav is perfect for my long trips up north this time of year.
Oh, how far up north?
Akron.
Akron's nice.
Chevy's giving more. This holiday season, Chevy's giving more. Trade up to get this 2014 Silverado All-Star V6 for a total value of $4,250. Plus, get $1,000 trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Hurry, offer ends January 2nd.
Audi A4 drivers have spoken. And they rank the A4 highest in total quality index in its class. Experience the new Audi A4 at your local dealer today.
Looking for a nice, big, juicy rack of ribs?
Fabulous chops, huge steaks, and the Buddy Bowl? Then J.D. Hoyt's is the place for you. Hoyt's opened in 1983, and Mike Andrews and his partner John White have kept this Minnesota tradition at the top of the food chain. Managing owner Pat Montague gives us a tour.
At J.D. Hoyt's, enjoy a relaxed atmosphere, great food, friendly service, private dining room, second-to-none happy hour, just blocks from the new ballpark.
Located at 394 in North Washington. Locally owned, nationally known. Hoyt's.
There it is, locally owned, nationally known. J.D. Hoyt's just stopped by there, saw Pat, and man, was it packed the other night. A lot of fun down there. Holiday parties, festive atmosphere. Stop on by when you come to downtown. J.D. Hoyt's for a sandwich and much more. Why are you fixated on Ponder as the quarterback of the future?
All I know is Rick Spielman and the offensive coordinator, they have not given up on him.
Yeah, but they might have given up on the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that doesn't matter because guess what? I got news for you, buddy.
We'll see. I don't think, from what they tell me, people know something about quarterbacks coming out. The guy in Louisville is the one guy that everybody likes, but he'll be gone. I mean, the guy at Texas A&M, nobody knows for sure if he's a guy. They might not be able to get anybody better than Ponder. And second of all,
I heard there's a good kid at Worthington JC.
They need a great defensive player.
Yeah.
What do we call Worthington JC?
Great
now?
linebacker.
Minnesota West.
Or a great defensive lineman.
Okay. All right.
Well, Johnny Manziel's right there. Take him.
I think, Houston's going to get the first pick now, the way it looks.
Got beat again.
Are they going to have the guts? I'm sure they'd love to take Manziel to sell tickets, to keep the place full, but they got to take Bridgewater, don't they? I think they got to take the right guy, don't they?
You do, but who's to say Manziel's not the right guy?
He could be
throwing the ball there. You don't throw those many touchdown passes, not be.
You think we pick him apart more because he's a quarterback?
I'll tell you who wants him to be drafted by the Vikings. CJ. It would revitalize her career. It'll revitalize CJ's career if they draft him. Where was he drinking last night? It'll be great.
Gophers are going to Houston, Louis.
They're already there.
They're already there, actually. As we're talking about Houston.
Yeah.
You going?
No, I'm not going.
So you had to go. Now you're running this committee or whatever it is.
I got to watch my grandson play hockey.
I was going to go, but the prices are too high. On StubHub last week, they were 35 cents.
For a ticket?
35 cents. $5 carrying charge and 35 cents for the ticket.
How about Nebraska not filling up their charters or a charter for the Gator Bowl?
That might be a revolt of the coach.
That is. That's because they hate the coach and they hate the team.
That's fine, but it looks good on the Gator Bowl for not picking us.
Yeah.
He said Nebraska did not fill up one charter for their game. Everybody thinks Nebraska travels so well.
They want to get that coach fired. That's what.
It's not about travel. I keep telling people it's not about who travels well. It's about getting 1 point extra on the TV ratings. Right. And they've heard of Nebraska and Michigan, so they figure that'll get them one more point.
There's a better chance that when you click on, you'll stop
and watch for 5 minutes instead of turning off.
Yesterday you watch, even though USC might not have a
Plus, why are we whining? We go to the Gator Bowl and get beat. You go to Houston and you win by 3 touchdowns.
This is very simple. Why are you whining?
Yeah.
Because if they played in the Gator Bowl, I would go to the Gator Bowl.
Oh, okay.
And I'd play golf at Sawgrass.
But what I'm saying is,
play golf at Sawgrass.
What I'm saying
Why would you go to Gator Bowl?
Because I just drive from Palm Beach. He could drive from Boca.
Oh, I see.
You could drive
what I'm
from
saying,
Lauderdale.
Louis, is they'd lose to Georgia or have a very good chance to lose to Georgia. They're going to beat Syracuse by 3 touchdowns.
Louis, Sid has maintained that if they lose to Syracuse, everything that was good about this season goes out the window. Is it that profound and dramatic? I think 4-4 in the Big Ten pretty much settles a good season.
Yeah, but it definitely hurts them if they lose to Syracuse. It hurts some of the enthusiasts.
I bet you 10 people don't remember if they won or lost against Texas.
Yeah, I got news. Oh, yeah, they do. And I got news for you. Some of us might remind them that they lost to a team that lost twice by 56 points.
If they lose to Syracuse. What do you think, Sid?
Here's the thing. The Vikings went to 4 Super Bowls. They won 4 National Football League championships and lost. And everything they accomplished during the season, Grant Houston.
There's a big difference between a Super Bowl and a bowl game like this.
I'm just saying the program will get hurt if they lose to Syracuse, but they won't lose to Syracuse because they're terrible.
Do you guys know that of the 49 BCS conference schools that were eligible for a bowl game, in other words, they went 6-6, 49 of them got bowl games?
49 of the 49
one of them that was 6-6
did not get
to a bowl game.
Holy cow.
It's 49 out of 72.
I'll tell you who a lot of teams wouldn't want to play in a bowl, and that is North Dakota State, man. Watching them again last night, they are just...
They were a little nervous. They threw that first interception.
Pick 6, and then they scored, 52 straight?
They got the next 52.
Wow, they take a break, come back.
They lose that coach, man.
Attention, please get a pencil. Announcing a hearing breakthrough, a microchip that is so small it can fit on the head of a pen. worn hidden entirely in your ear canal, making you hear clear as a bell. And it's proudly made in the USA. Do you feel left out of conversations? Is it difficult to hear words in noisy environments? Do others say that you listen to the TV or radio too loudly? Do you feel like a bother to others due to your problems hearing? If you answered yes, you may qualify for this new chip in the ear. Only 50 participants are needed to try this microchip, so get a pencil. Call now to see if you qualify. This revolutionary chip actually mimics the natural sound selection of the human ear. With multi-core microprocessors, technology used in the most advanced computers, sounds are analyzed and classified each millisecond, controlling noise and making speech clear. Do not wait. Call now to see if you qualify to wear this revolutionary new microchip.
Evidence that proves my dad's a space alien. Speaks a weird language. Drinks green stuff. He says he's from Albuquerque. I'm not buying it. I mean, just look at him. And one more thing. He has a spaceship. The evidence doesn't lie. My dad's an alien.
The highly advanced Audi A6, named to car and drivers 10 best. Experience exceptional value on the Audi A6 at your local dealer today.
Audi Minneapolis, conveniently located right off of General Mills Boulevard. Great place to stop on by. They had a great event for Cars for Courage last week and many more things like that to come. Stop on by, say hi to Bruce and Charlie and the whole gang this holiday season. Welcome back to the sports show. We now get to that juncture of the show where we talk about the Timberwolves. They're a hard team to like, Sid.
They aren't a very good basketball team for the simple reason they can't finish a game. If you're a good team,
you know why they can't finish a game? Because they don't have enough.
Best quarter.
They don't have enough superstars.
Well, they don't have enough shooters.
I don't know what their problem is, but the other night, that was unbelievable. 32-point lead.
Portland.
So I said to Zagoda, our writer does a fantastic job covering the Timberwolves. With 5 minutes to play, he's got a 20-point lead in the first half, and he's got the starters in there.
Yeah.
So I said to Zagoda, what? Why get one of those guys hurt? This team has never got a game won until it's over, and that's about true. If that game lasts 3 more minutes, then no chance to win.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys out there who can't shoot. That's the trouble. Love can shoot. Who else can shoot?
Kevin Martin.
Yeah, he can shoot. Corey Brewer can't shoot. Ricky Rubio can't shoot.
Peck can't shoot.
Babuta, or whatever the hell his name is, couldn't beat me in a game of one-on-one. You know, he's a defensive player. They're playing about 8 guys and 6 of them can't shoot. So that's their problem.
Rubio, at this point, is the most overrated player. One of the most overrated players. All the things, I thought he played better last year than he played this year.
Would you take Damian Lillard over him?
Maybe just in about half a second, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're gonna, you know, that if they may manage to miss the playoffs again, they will tie for 3rd all time. No, yeah, they will tie for 3rd all time, missing the playoffs 10 years in a row.
It's hard to miss the
NBA.
playoffs that many times in the way the NFL or the NHL and the NBA are set up, Louis.
Well, especially the NBA, because you don't need as many players. You got 5 playing rather than, you know, you got a 12-man roster, and if you get two stars usually in the NBA, you can make a difference. Hockey, you need more than 2 players because you got 20 playing there.
We should throw in a little accolade for your old pal Marv Wolfenson.
Yeah.
Marv passed away. We wouldn't have had the NBA back if it wasn't for Marv, because he took Harvey kicking and screaming back into the NBA. So.
There's no doubt about it. Harvey won no part of it. And then when they finally went busted, Harvey says,
no, Harvey said,
he made me a millionaire, a single millionaire.
Yeah, he said, I used to be a
multi-millionaire.
He says, getting in the NBA with Marv made me a millionaire. I used to be a multi-millionaire.
Well, what happened with them, Hal Greenwood killed them, too. They invested $15 million with Midwest Federal.
No, I will tell you.
They lost every nickel.
I had Gordon Gunn's accountants go through everything because they wanted us to go in the building with them. And Gordon says, Louis, this makes absolutely no sense because they have no way of making money. They're going to lose a fortune here. And I said, Gordon, there are a lot of people in professional sports that it makes absolutely no sense, and they go ahead with it because they're going to lose a fortune. And Marv came over to see me, and he says, well, are you going to join us down in downtown arena? I said, no, I thought you were coming over to tell me you're filling up the hole because my owner's accountants, and he say you have no chance, you're definitely going to lose everything. He said, well, I made $200 million. I'm going to have my building. If I lose $200 million, so be it. Well, he lost $200 million, and so be it. That's what happened.
Somebody told me, Louis, that the Wild, unless they go deep into the playoffs, have no chance to make money with their payroll.
No. They, first of all, they even have revenue sharing now where they got $5 million last year. Secondly, they got better TV contracts now, and they just had an article
lower salary
cap in Fortune magazine. Now they got only 12 teams not making money. You know, it used to be 18 to 22. So the league is much healthier. And next year,
wait, now if they only got 12 teams
losing money,
losing money, and the league is much healthier. And next year, with an extra, they're going to get $6 million a team now from the Canadian TV. They got a chance to really make a difference. Most of the teams in the NHL now over $1 million gates.
Sid still doesn't believe people are going to go to St. Paul, though, to watch it.
Well, they're going to have the new rail line pretty soon. That's really going to help.
Right. Somebody will finally show up over there.
Huh? Next year, $6 million?
No, an additional $6 million. $6 million more.
In revenue.
Yeah.
That's peanuts compared to the other sports.
Nobody said it's not peanuts, but it's still $6 million.
So is their salary cap.
Yeah.
Take a break, come back, stay with us.
If you guys could go on a free shopping spree anywhere, where would you go? I'd go to the grocery store. Pizza, ice cream. I'd go shop for clothes. You know where I go? I'd go to Ticket King. Ticket King! At Ticket King, you can buy great seats for the Vikings, Christian Ponder, the Wild, Zach Parise, the Timberwolves, Ricky Rubio, and of course the Twins. We love the Twins. Yep, this is where I go. Vikings, Twins, Wild, Timberwolves, Gophers, theater, and concerts too. Justin Bieber! Hey, I like him first. For details, go to TicketKingOnline.com. Any ticket, anytime, anywhere. It's the real thing. It's Ticket King. Right, Dad?
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
That's for sure.
Hi, I'm Daryl Johnston. Once again, Taste of the NFL is the hottest ticketed Super Bowl. Join me, along with countless other NFL stars, as we take over Brooklyn on Saturday, February 1st, for the annual Party with a Purpose, where food, football, and fun come together to help kick hunger in America. For tickets or more information, visit tasteofthenfl.com.
There it is, Taste of the NFL, hottest ticket for the Super Bowl, Taste of the NFL. Look them up at www.tasteofthenfl.com. Wayne Kostrowski and company put on quite a show. Welcome back to the sports show. The Wild have struggled the last couple of games. What do we got here, Louis? They're not going to score a lot of goals ever this year. Who'd have thought that Josh Harding would have been maybe the key to this season, but right now he might be.
He definitely is. He is the key. He was playing so well, and he's the reason why they were in a playoff position, but they're having a terrible time on the road. They're having a terrible time scoring goals, and they're going to have to rectify the road losses. They're going to have to play 500 on the road to get in the playoffs, and right now they're having a tough time doing that.
The Islanders probably would trade you Vanek if you want him, huh?
Well, for the money,
they probably don't have the because they're terrible.
Yeah.
In the East, if you win 2 in a row, you're
really exactly.
What about Backstrom? What happened to him?
You know what I think? I think really it's a head case right now. I think he's got a confidence problem. He started off, he was pretty good. He lost a couple of games he could have won, but he was given a few rebounds, but he was making a lot of good saves. Then he got hurt. Harding came in and played well. He came back, and as soon as he came back, he let in a couple of bad goals, lost the game, and then he's been fighting with injuries, and now I think he's really fighting the puck a bit, which he wasn't doing before.
So how do you decide if it's that or if a guy's going this way? How do you make that decision?
Well, you make the decision on what have you got in case you want to get rid of him. If you got something to replace him, and at that age, and if he continues to fight it, then you don't hang around with him.
Yeah, if he's still fighting it a month from now, he's then
you got a
you're
problem.
going downhill.
I mean, he could come back next year, but yeah, you wouldn't want to take your chances if you didn't have to.
You had great goaltenders, Maniego, Worsley, people like that.
Malash.
Who else you had?
Fern Rivard.
Malash.
John Casey.
Yeah,
Fern
John
Rivard.
Casey. Yeah, Fern wasn't mine. I get rid of him.
Are you happy with the Gopher basketball team, or can't we tell yet?
Well, I don't think they'll win a lot of games in the Big Ten.
I agree.
I think there's Michigan State, Wisconsin,
Ohio
Illinois
State.
all of a sudden looks very good. I don't think they'll win any games in the Big Ten.
First of all, they got a pretty favorable schedule. Michigan State, Illinois. The only dog that they play once is Nebraska, but the three good teams they only play once. Michigan State, they only play once. They'll beat Michigan here in the home opener, boys. You got my personal guarantee.
Because
McGarry's
why?
got a bad back.
He won't play, or?
Well, it's questionable, and I think they'll beat them. I think they're going to be very tough to beat in the barn.
You have to see that this Patino's doing a pretty nice job with what he's got. You weren't going to have a good team here. We knew that, and he's coaching them real well. They stayed close with Syracuse, who was, rated number 2 last week. They were with him till the last minute. And he keeps them in the games. And they might win some games, steal some games they shouldn't be.
Patino, in my book, has done a fantastic job.
Ever since
But
he
they
said new
got
dunkers for you.
They got no front line.
I'm telling the truth.
And who's going to rebound for him?
That's right, yeah.
When you go against some of these teams like Michigan,
Look how good Wisconsin is this year.
That guy has got to be one of the great coaches of all time.
Because he does it without great talent.
He has discipline that's unbelievable in basketball. Those kids are scared to have a turnover. If they're turnover, they may not play for a week.
He and Dick Bennett have done more to destroy Big Ten basketball than anybody's in
And win
history.
along the way.
Yeah, they've won. He's never finished lower than 4th in the Big Ten. That's
The fact that
amazing.
he won the Big Ten his first 3 years is one of the greatest accomplishments I've ever seen in the history
playing
of that
the worst.
conference.
I can't stand to watch it. I can't stand to watch it.
I'm surprised
he doesn't
hasn't
care.
left.
No, he don't care.
I'm surprised he hasn't left for a better,
Well,
thinking a better job.
Louis, the outdoor hockey we were talking about during the break, that game for the Gophers, do you think that the crowd is going to all be contingent on weather that week?
No, I don't think it's like the games they've had all over the NHL. I don't think it's contingent on weather. We've got almost 43,000 tickets sold now, and doesn't matter what the weather is, you'll get a big crowd. But if the weather's appropriate, you'll get everybody there.
What's
and
the
it's gonna be real
attraction?
novelty.
What's the attraction? Why do you want to go outside in a football stadium where you can't see the puck?
You will see the puck.
Watch out. No, I won't see the puck.
You will. From the
I won't
the
see the
TCF
puck.
sidelines are better.
I guarantee you.
You can't see it at
nobody
the
will
X.
see
How
the
can you
puck.
see it
How many
there?
fingers have I got up?
How many tickets they got sold?
43,000.
They
You'll
got
have a
50?
big
Yeah.
camera in
That's
front of
only
you.
50,000.
God
Yeah.
almighty.
How much are the tickets?
I'd rather watch soccer.
Oh, man, you're really getting nasty tonight, Patrick.
No, but
wow.
that's only if it's
Christmas spirit has
inside.
gone completely. Soccer.
It's only if it's inside.
Yeah, well, and
You'd
it
rather
is in
watch
Minneapolis, so it's
Yeah.
not in St. Paul, so more people will
Pat
come.
doesn't go
Can I
outside.
ask you something? Money, 50,000 people, that's why they play outside.
I know, but
Hey,
why do I go? Why am I going? Why do I want to go?
You don't go
Nobody's
inside.
asked
So you're
you
not
to
going to go
go.
outside.
No, but why would a fan want to go when he can go
Because
to
he likes
Mariucci?
hockey.
Yeah, but he can go to Mariucci and get any game he wants and actually see the game.
Because they're going to
novelty.
sell out.
It's a
They're going to
novelty.
sell every single ticket.
It's a
These
happening.
hockey nuts are the greatest.
How
The
so?
most loyal
Yeah, but if you
people in the
love
world.
hockey, don't you want to see the game?
It's a happening.
See you next week, everybody. Merry Christmas.
The Sports Show is brought to you in part by Canterbury Park 24/7 Card Club. Don't forget the Card Club at Canterbury Park. Cambria, makers of quality quart surfaces. Ticket King. For the best price on tickets anywhere, try Ticket King. Soundpoint Audiology. Life is worth hearing. And Cuisine Concepts. Franklin Street Bakery at 11th and Franklin in South Minneapolis, just down from Mall of America Field. And Taste of the NFL. Proud to be the premier Super Bowl party with a purpose to support hunger relief locally and nationally.